Your client has told you that he's being put under pressure to incriminate Karan Johar. What are the specifics that you have to offer and what evidence do you have to back that charge?
See, first of all, Kshitij was in Delhi for the last 10 to 12 days prior to the search of his house. His house was searched by the NCB after he came from Delhi. And till his house was searched, it was sealed. And when they searched the house, they found nothing other than a cigarette butt on the balcony of his terrace. Thereafter, the NCB seized the said butt on the ground that it contains narcotics. And so a panchnama was made. The wife insisted that you must say that you believe it to contain because there's no test carried out by you. Subsequently, he was taken to the NCB office. Unlike others who were issued summons, he was taken in their van. At the NCB office, from 11:30 to 6:30, he was kept in detention. And after 6:30, the interrogation started. The thrust of the entire interrogation was to implicate somebody from Dharma Productions, because according to the NCB, he was a right-hand man of one of the senior executives. Subsequently, it was revealed that he is not working for Dharma Productions, but he is working as a production manager for one of his sister concerns. So thereafter, he was allowed to stay there overnight. And they told him that it's because of your security concerns that we're keeping you here tonight. The next morning, he was interrogated by the famous Mr. Sameer Wankhede. And according to what he told us through his wife on the first day, he was humiliated, he was harassed, he was threatened of arrest, and also at the same time given an assurance that if he implicates the senior Johar, he will be let off. But since he did not accede to that statement of the officer of Mr. Sameer Wankhede, he was made to sign a statement under threat and after being blackmailed that unless
no,
he signed
but when we spoke to sources at the Narcotics Control Bureau, Mr. Maneshinde, they said anybody who is in a spot of bother, who has charges of drug consumption against him, is only likely in his defense to say that he's being put under pressure and made to incriminate somebody else. You're leveling these sensational charges against the Narcotics Control Bureau. Do you have one iota of evidence to back this, sir?
Well, the iota of evidence is that firstly, there was nothing which was incriminatory found in his house. The chats which have been recovered by the NCB does not include anything to say that he was consuming drugs, nothing to say that he was distributing drugs, nothing to say that he was working directly under Karan Johar or any senior official of the company. And the fact that he was detained more than 24 hours before his production in court. He was detained at about 8:30 and taken to the NCB office. Thereafter placed under arrest after more than 24 hours. That itself tells me that we should not go by what the NCB is telling us about the so-called statement which they are disputing of Kshitij. And mind you, I have not raised this point against any other officer or any other accused on behalf of any other accused. Why would I raise it only on behalf of Kshitij?
Let me ask you that question then. Why are you leveling this charge against the NCB? What is it that you think the NCB is trying to get at? What is your specific allegation against them?
No, I'm leveling it because only Kshitij has communicated to me this fact, and the fact that Saket, who is supposed to have delivered to him 12 packets of 50 grams each, was never known to this guy, Kshitij, and he has never met him face to face. So for him to come and make a statement that he has delivered 12 packets of the same drug on 12 occasions, particularly when there was a pandemic and you can see the CCTV of his building, there's no delivery of anything that could take place during that time.
No, so because what we are being told is that Saket and Kshitij apparently came face to face. And that's when Saket said, yes, I recognize Kshitij from the WhatsApp photo and he's the man I've been delivering drugs to. So you're saying that nothing of the sort happened and that Saket, whoever this person is, the peddler, is just cooking up these facts?
Saket is a friendly guy to the NCB. He was acting as if he's part of the NCB and very friendly with those people, as if he has been moving in and out. So this, I will need evidence to that effect as to how he landed there. I'm going to call for his mobile record and then produce it in the court. And there are so many ways to get to the truth. If the NCB wants to get to the truth, so-called truth, by record of the telephones, we can also get to the bottom of it by record of his telephones.
Why do you think the Narcotics Control Bureau is putting pressure on your client, Kshitij Prasad, to incriminate Karan Johar?
If you see right from the beginning, there are a lot of allegations being made against Bollywood, in spite of the fact that nothing major has been recovered from anyone. Apart from that, my client has no business to involve Karan Johar because he has never worked with him directly, nor has he ever met him in the last 1 year. He joined his company, a sister company, only in November 2019, and they're trying to connect everyone and everybody to Karan Johar's so-called party in July 2019, in which Karan has made a statement to the effect that he does not promote drugs and he does not consume drugs. And particularly since he has been uncontroversial as far as these habits are concerned, I feel that someone is trying to manipulate evidence so as to involve and, falsely implicate people who have no connection with this case.
Now, the one person who's had a running feud with Karan Johar is Bollywood actor Kangana Ranaut. Are you suggesting that the NCB, possibly at the behest of Kangana Ranaut, is trying to incriminate Karan Johar to try and take him down? Is that the allegation?
I don't know the feud about both of them, but one thing is certain, that Kangana herself has declared on TV that she was an addict. How can I trust the words of an addict in such a case? And why should somebody like the NCB go by the statements of Kangana Ranaut if at all she's making accusations against 99% of Bollywood, having been in the Bollywood for the last 10 to 15 years? It's very unfortunate that she has made allegations, but I'm not concerned with what she has done. But she herself is a drug addict according to her own statement. Why should anybody trust her statement?
Now, many people who are watching you at this time, Mr. Maneshinde, would find it rather curious that you first came on television as the counsel for Riya Chakravarti. Now you're the counsel for Kshitij Prasad. How is it that all these people in and around Bollywood who end up in trouble, have drug charges leveled against them, would like you as their counsel? What happened?
Well, first of all, I get into a case wherever there is injustice done to people. And between you and me, Riya Chakravarti has come to me sometime in June, July, after the Patna police came into the picture. Kshitij has come into the picture only now through a friend of mine from Delhi. And there's nothing wrong in accepting somebody's case of this nature, particularly when injustice is being done. Satish Maneshinde is always going to defend such people.